Hi everyone! I'm here to do my December wrap-up. So to begin, I read Divergent by Veronica Roth, and I gave this book 5 stars. It was so good. It's in a trilogy of 3 books called Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiance, and I read the first 2 and they were just so good. You need to read them. And these books are about a world where everyone lives in a certain faction and they're meant to be in that faction because when they take a test, they are chosen to be in a specific faction. And they believe in faction before blood. You're more meant to be in the faction than you should care about your family. And there is a girl that does not fit in with this system, and this book is about her. And of course, I read Insurgent by Veronica Roth because the first one was awesome, so I had to read the second one too, because, yeah, reasons. But I give this 4 stars because just some of the stuff, I gave this 4 stars because some of the stuff that happens bothered me a little, like, I don't know. Read it and you'll find out why, because I think it bothered a lot of other people too, so it was good other than that though. I only read 1 manga this month, and the ones I was going to read I did not finish. I read Rosario and Vampire number 4, and it was super cute, just like all the other ones. So if you like series about monsters and vampires and things like that, you should really check this out. And of course, I read my one Rick Riordan book for the month, and that one is The Titan's Curse. And it is the 3rd book in the Percy Jackson the Olympian series, and as I say in all my videos where I mention these books, why aren't you reading them? Why aren't you reading them? If you have not read them, you need to read them. Like, now. They're that good. So, read the series. And I found this book at the library, and it is The School for Good and Evil, and I don't know what I was expecting out of this book, because honestly I got it for the cover, because look at that cover. Sorry, I'm covering the barcode where it says my city I live in. But look how pretty that cover is. And then I read it, and I was amazed. It is a middle grade book, but it is awesome. You really need to read it. It is about a school that the title says one side is for good and the other side is evil. And they take 2 kids every year to go into the school of good and evil, and they put them into fairy tales if they pass. And it's about one girl who wants to go there and another girl who doesn't want to be there, and they're dropped into the wrong schools. And it's just really good, and if you like fantasy, you'll really like this. And this book is by Soman Chinani. That author right there. The next book that I read was the book Trapped by Michael Northrop. And this is about a bunch of kids that get stuck in a high school during a blizzard, and they are stuck there for a week without any adults. So it was a really, really good read. I gave it 4 stars, I think, maybe 3, just because some of the stuff bothered me, like the end. The end was just, I don't know. But other than that, it was a pretty good book, and I suggest that you read it. If you like kind of like those really tense books that are about life or death situations, you might enjoy this. And I also read Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, and this book was so good. I cannot wait till my library gets the other one. I might just buy them myself because it was that good. But I gave this 5 stars, and if you don't know what this book is about, it is about a girl named Juliet, and she can kill people with her touch. So she hasn't touched anyone in a very long time, and it's about her being in a prison and being rescued by an evil man. So it's a really good book, and you definitely need to read it if you like really action-packed, intense books. The next 3 books I'm going to mention I don't have actual copies of, but I will post a picture in the top, and hopefully I will remember to do it this time. First book is Fire and Ash by Jonathan Marbury, and this book was phenomenal. It was a great end to the series, and it was book number 4 in the Benny Morris series, and it was just so good. If you haven't read that series and you like zombies, you definitely need to read it. And the next book that I read was The Coldest Girl in Coldtown by Holly Black, and out of all the vampire books I've read, this one has to be the best. she depicted the world so well, and all the characters were so, like, you could really understand what they were going through and connect to them. It was just awesome. So if you like books about vampires and things like that, and kind of like government conspiracies and stuff, you need to read The Coldest Girl in Coldtown. And lastly, I read The Triumph of Death, and this is a book by Jason Henderson, and it is book number 3 in the Alex Van Helsing series. And once again, if you like books about vampires, this one is more of a simple middle grade book, but you might enjoy this. I definitely enjoyed them, even though they were easier reads for me. Sometimes I like to read simple things like that. So if you need a nice, quick, fast-paced read just to get you back into the mood of reading books, the Alex Van Helsing series by Jason Henderson might be the thing for you. And that is all. So I will talk to you later, and hope you all are enjoying the new year. Bye.